The new webinar, How to Get Rid of Sinus Infection, Teeth Pain, Pressure and Dizziness, is about to begin. Hello and welcome to this short webinar on sinus infection symptoms. In particular, we're going to show you how to get rid of dizziness and headaches and that terrible sinus pressure inside your head. Now, it's very simple to get rid of. Hello and welcome to this short webinar on how to get rid... Oh, fucking hell. Fuck did that happen? Hello. Yeah. Oh. No worries. I'll yeah. All right then. I'll go online and yeah. I don't know. Yeah. No worries. Thanks a lot. All right. Thanks. See ya. Bye. Where was I? Hello and welcome to this short webinar on how to get rid of a sinus infection, how to reduce the symptoms of sinus infection, even if it's dizziness, if it's that terrible headache, that splitting headache, and the sinus pressure in your in your temples here, in your forehead, in your ears. It's excruciating. I know I used to have it, but I don't anymore. All right, I see there's a few more people joining us here. Just while they're joining us, I'll tell you a little bit about me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Joe Johnson, and I've been treating people with natural remedies for over 25 years. And it was over 20 years ago when I did the research and I found out what's the best natural remedies to get rid of a sinus infection. And I very quickly discovered, through other people's research mostly, which plant extracts will get rid of a sinus infection. And I discovered that. But the problem is, then, you can get rid of a sinus infection very quickly. The thing is, how do you stop it coming back? Because if you've got a sinus infection now, I would bet you've had it before. You've had it before and it keeps coming back. So you already know that if you go to the doctors, you've been to the doctors, they may give you antibiotics, they may give you a decongestant, they may give you a nasal spray, steroids or steroids, they give you all kinds of chemicals to drive up your nose to try to relieve the symptoms. And they do relieve the symptoms. It relieves the dizziness, it relieves the pressure and the pain for a short period of time, and then it comes back. And you've got probably a constant stream of snot or mucus coming out your nose, coming down the back of your throat, and it's misery. So what I'm going to do now, we're just, first of all, the symptoms. These are all symptoms of having either fungus or bacteria breeding inside your head. So that's what sinus infection is, or sinusitis. It's fungus or bacteria breeding inside your head. So now you've got to do two things, a minimum of two things. The first one is easy. Kill the bacteria or fungus inside your head. Kill it off. Well, you think, well then, if it's easy, why does it keep coming back? And it keeps coming back because your immune system is weak. And I'll say that again. Your sinus infection will keep coming back unless you boost your immune system in a natural kind of way, so that your body can look after your sinuses. You haven't had a sinus infection all your life. The chances are you've only had it maybe a year or two, Once people get it as an adult, you've got it until you do something different. The drugs don't work. It's not enough to keep spraying chemicals up your snout. It doesn't work. So I'm going to show you how to kill off these parasites, and then I'm going to show you how to stimulate your immune system so that you don't get a sinus infection again. Alright? So I'm just looking here now, there's plenty of people here, or there's enough here, you're all welcome. Alright? So how do you get rid of your sinus infection? How do you get rid of the dizziness, the sinus pressure, the headaches, the neck ache, the earache, the congestion? What you do is this. You find 3 natural plant extracts which will kill off the fungus and will kill off the bacteria instantly. So this is what we did 20 years ago. You get a bowl like this, very simple this. It's an old-fashioned remedy with a very, very modern twist. You get a bowl of steaming water. I'm not sure if you can see the steam there. And I got together the 3 most powerful natural plant extracts are cinnamon, organic cinnamon leaf, thyme, red thyme, organic red thyme, and clove. That's clove bud. Cinnamon, thyme and clove. They're mixed together in a small bottle, these plant extracts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 drops in that steaming water. Now that steam, if I put this towel over my head and inhale this steam, the steam will carry the tiny droplets into my sinuses, into your sinuses. You inhale it in and it lines your sinuses with these very powerful plant extracts, and it will kill off the fungus on contact. I'll say that again. The tiny drops will kill off, they'll go into your sinuses, into the frontal sinus, into the back, the sphenoid, all the way down. All your different sinuses will get covered in this stuff, and it'll kill it off. And there'll be a deluge. The mucus will come out, you'll clear your nose, and you'll start to feel better instantly. And I mean that. You will start to feel better within a minute or 2. But you've got to use this remedy 3 times a day. Now, as it is, the cinnamon, thyme and the clove, they will kill off the cause of your sinus symptoms. Your dizziness will go, the nausea will go, the headaches, the sinus pressure. You'll get relieved of your congestion. But if you just use cinnamon, thyme and clove, it'll get rid of your sinus infection, but within a month it will come back. And the reason is simple, because your immune system is still weak. So how do you boost your immune system? And that's what I ask myself. How can we make it so that the sinus infection doesn't come back? And this is what we did. We worked together with homeopaths. And there are four homeopathic remedies that are specifically designed or that can be used for sinus infection. 4 homeopathic remedies. And we've dissolved 4 homeopathic remedies into the sinus formula. So when you're using the sinus formula, you're using 3 very powerful antimicrobial, antifungals, which will kill off all the parasites in your sinuses. But then you've got the homeopathic remedies which will stimulate your immune system. And once your immune system's back on track, it knows how to look after you. You haven't had a sinus infection all your life. The vast majority of your life there was nothing wrong with your sinuses, and that's what you want to get back to. So you're going to have to support your immune system. That's the bigger job. I know you're in pain and you're suffering terrible sinus infection symptoms. That is the easiest part to solve. The hardest part is supporting your immune system so that your body can say, look, I'm looking after myself now. I can do it. This is what I used to do. So this is how you use it. This is how you get rid of your sinus infection symptoms. You use this remedy 3 times a day. Very simple, quick and easy to use. Within about 3 days, your sinus infection will appear to be gone. And what I mean by that is, The fungus will all be dead, the bacteria will be dead, you'll have drain coming out, the snot will be coming out, the mucus and the phlegm will be going. It'll clear out your sinuses and the back of your throat. Any bad breath, anything like that will be a thing of the past. The dizziness will be a thing of the past. The pain, which I've not mentioned, the pain of sinus infection, I know. That's all will be gone. But what you've got to do then is focus on stimulating your body like the old days to look after itself. And that's up to you then. So you use this remedy once a week. Even if you think you haven't got a sinus infection, use this remedy, inhale the steam, which is carrying the tiny antibiotics and antifungals and the homeopathic remedies once a week. Even if you feel fine, you think there's nothing wrong with me, the only reason you're feeling fine and there's nothing wrong with you is because that remedy has done its job. So keep taking the homeopathic remedies. Just inhale them once a week. It's dead easy. It only takes 5 minutes. And there's an amazing side effect here. Yeah, that'll get rid of your sinus infection and get rid of your symptoms. But the side effect of all this is, and this is the beautiful part for me, you know, if you go to the doctors, what you're actually saying is, hey, I can't do this, can you help me? Now, obviously, doctors do play a very important part in life, and we need them. But lots of times, for things like sinus infection, you don't need them. You know, why have sinus surgery? Why start butchering up? You know, if you spilt something on the carpet, a stain, you wouldn't cut the hole in the carpet and throw it away, would you? No, of course you wouldn't. So if you've got a fungus or a parasite breeding in your sinus, you don't cut it out and throw it away. You don't. What you do is, you kill the fungus off. That's easy. Easy. And then you start, look at all this. I am covered, and so are you. We're covered in trillions of organisms, tiny little things all over us. But every now and again, they'll get through your defences. It might be you're stressed, you're anxious, maybe your diet, not up to, you know, maybe you've been eating too much sugar, maybe you need to do a little bit more exercise, but there's something that's weakened your immune system. So, use Mother Nature. Toxic drugs just shock your immune system. You go, if you get a nasal spray or a decongestant or something like that, they will give you temporary relief. But whilst you're using it, have a look at these. They always give these information for the user. And they start to tell you the other things that this drug, this nasal spray, the decongestant, the whatever it is, there's so many side effects. It's damaging your immune system and you don't want to do that. Why would you do that? So, you don't need to. What you want to do is kill the fungus off, get rid of the symptoms, the headache, the dizziness, the nausea, all of that. And then it's an act of kindness and love to say to yourself, right, what can I do here? Well, you can use homeopathy for stimulating your immune system. You can say, I know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to get out of breath. Get out of breath, a little bit of exercise. And I'm not having a go at you here. It's the same for me. It's the same for all of us. We're all in the same boat. So your body, it's like when you exercise, when you move, it starts to cleanse. It starts to push out toxins and fungus and parasites and stuff, crap that's in your system will start to come out. And in the early days, a little bit of exercise, walking 100 yards is fantastic. Walking 200 yards is better. And slowly build it up. But the important thing here is, it's you saying, I own this. I own this. What can I do to help myself? Well, I'll go and have a cigarette, and you think, well, I could actually stop doing that because I know it's not doing me any good. So you could stop doing things or reduce the amount of things that you are doing. If you like candy, reduce the amount. Or cookies, reduce the amount. Or biscuits or chocolates or beer. It's just sugar. Reduce the amount of sugar and your sinusitis symptoms will reduce. And you think, well, what else can I do? I can exercise, I can stop eating bad stuff, I can drink more stuff, and you start to feel really good, because you are the captain of your ship. You don't need doctors, you don't need me, you don't need other people. You can start to do your own research. You can say, oh well, I'll try that vitamin over there. I've heard that this herb is good for this. I've heard that that's good for stimulating your immune system. There's all kinds of things that you can do. And this is an amazing step. Just by using this simple remedy for sinus infection, it's a start on an amazing journey. And you may already be on the journey of looking after yourself. And you'll know about homeopathy, or you'll know about herbs, you know about essential oils, you know about vitamins. There's so much you can learn. But the important thing is, it's not about, for me, what I've discovered for myself and for thousands of other people, it's not just about getting rid of a sinus infection. You start to think, well, what else would I like to feel? I'd like to breathe easier, so you can start, I can show you how to clear all kinds of lung problems. Or you can say, well, my legs and my muscles are hurting. There's so much you can do there. Just little things on a daily basis, and you'll start to feel fantastic. Okay? So going back to your sinus infection, yeah, get rid of your sinus infection, but don't stop there. Don't just stop, get rid of your sinus infection and go back to your old life. Because it was your old life that caused the sinus infection. There's nothing wrong with your sinuses. That's the thing. There's nothing wrong with your sinuses. It's the whole thing. And we call it an immune system, but we don't really understand it. There must be thousands of processes that are discovering them all the time. You are a part of Mother Nature. And Mother Nature, look at it, all the infinite thing. Everything's trying to live, and everything's eating everything else. And there's stuff eating your sinuses. There's stuff inside of you. It's warm. It's damp. There's plenty of food. It's a perfect breeding ground. Mother Nature, yeah, get in there, eat him alive or eat her alive. But you can say, no, no. I'm not squirting chemicals up my nose, which I have no idea what they're doing to me. Even though they're telling me on it, if you read these leaflets with these nasal sprays and all the other decongestants, you wouldn't take it. You know, very often the very drug that you're taking makes you feel worse. You can take sinus infection medication and end up having a yeast infection down in your genitals. You think, well, how did that happen? It happened because your immune system is made even weaker. So in one way, you don't just get rid of your sinus infection, you get rid of the old way of being. The way we all take our eye off the balls in life. We get stressed, of course we do. But you can say, you know what? I'll eat better. I'll drink a little bit better. I'll exercise a little bit more. And I'll stop putting toxic chemicals in my snout or down my throat unless I have to. Well, for a sinus infection, you don't have to. It's easy to kill fungus. It's only like, imagine it like tiny mushrooms breeding inside there. Very easy to kill. So you kill them in the most natural, in a way that does as least damage as possible to your body. Even plant extracts, I'm the first to tell you, plant extracts are powerful. So you use them sparingly and you'll have no problems at all. You use the homeopathy, which is an extremely gentle but powerful form of healing. You get rid of your sinus infection and that remedy then goes on your shelf. You can use it for your sinuses, you can use it for a sore throat, because in nature these funguses don't know. The funguses and bacteria which is causing your sinus infection, they don't think, oh yeah, I'll go and sit in this sphenoid sinus. Oh no, the other fungus doesn't say I'll go and sit in the frontal sinus, make this fella dizzy or this woman dizzy. The other one doesn't say, oh well, I'll go in the ears. It doesn't even know where it is. It's just nature, little creatures trying to stay alive. Well, they're not welcome in your head. So they don't know about all these fancy names. So there's no such thing to a fungus as a sinus. There's no such thing as a fungus to postnasal drip or rhinitis or sore throat or bronchitis or cough, all that. It's just nature. And you are a part of nature. So you use nature. Use the plant extracts, use the homeopathy, use fresh air, use your body, and you can heal yourself. So it's not just about sinus infection. So I've told you how to get rid of your sinus infection symptoms, all of them. Whether you're dizzy, whether you've got headaches, congestion in the front, running back down your throat, whatever it is, teeth ache. You can get terrible toothache with the pressure will build up so much it'll start to crush. The mucus builds up inside, it's blocked, and it'll press on the nerves. You can have excruciating pains in your teeth and in your head and in your ears. You can get rid of it all and then get on with a new life where you can feel proud of what you're doing to look after your health. And of course life's full of challenges, but your first port of call isn't to go to the drugstore, isn't to go to the doctor. It's to say, right, what can I do now to help myself? How am I really feeling? Well, to be honest, I've been eating badly or I've not been exercising. You can start to do that. And these are little acts of love for yourself. So, if you can avoid this stuff, avoid it. Avoid the drugs, avoid the chemicals, avoid the steroids, avoid the antibiotics. And I will say this, I've got it here to show you. I will say this. If you're in an accident or you've got a severe infection, you know, doctors and surgeons, you need them to save your life. But don't take the drugs willy-nilly or as just an automatic thing. Yeah, I've got to take drugs. No, that's the last thing. You don't do it then. You use the surgeons and the doctors as the last thing to save your life. Because if you take, as an example, I know plenty of people, I know somebody close to me who, a friend of mine, took drugs for the sinus infection. In fact, the doctor gave him antibiotics. Within 2 weeks, he was going thrush, yeast infection on his genitals and his backside between his legs. And that was caused because these things weaken your immune system. Then you get other parasites, bingo, they all move in under your arms. And if you're a larger person, it can move wherever is moist on your body, maybe under your breasts or anywhere that's folds of skin where this fungus can move in. They'll start breeding all over your body and you don't want it, okay? So have a look below this video, below this webinar. There's some links to several of my websites and you can get information so you can start looking after yourself. If you do want the sinus remedy, which I encourage you to do if you've got a sinus infection, it's up to you. We already mixed the 3 plant extracts and the 4 homeopathic remedies. We've already mixed it in a remedy for you. We can get it sent out to you today. We'll send it out urgently with the instructions, very simple to use. And you've got rid of your sinus infection for good because you're going to use it once a week after that, all right? Once a week as part of your regime of just looking after yourself. And then look on the websites below here, there's lots of information. If I haven't answered any of your questions or you can't find it on the website, get in touch. There's emails or phone numbers, give us a ring and we'll see if we can help you. So it's been good to share this with you. So yes, you can get rid of dizziness and mucus and headache and congestion and sore throats and all of that. Get rid of it. But it's more than that. It's the rest of your life feeling better. And that's there's nothing stopping you. You can look after yourself. You really can. You can look after yourself. Tiny little steps. Don't feel guilty about anything. It's not your fault that literally they are hiding natural remedies. They're hiding natural remedies from you now. Years ago, I would say at least 15 years ago, I used to advertise this sinus remedy. Can't advertise it now. Can't advertise this. I can't advertise this sinus remedy or my bronchitis remedy. Can't do it. However, you'll notice there's adverts for antibiotics, for every other drug that you want to think of, every other chemical you want to think of. There are adverts everywhere. So he can't even advertise it. Even this video, which is, I'm just sharing information with you. It's up to you. I've told you how to make it. Cinnamon, thyme and clove. And if you want to know what the 4 homeopathic remedies are, just go and have a look on the site. Buy them yourself, make your own remedy if you wish. I'm just sharing this with you. I'm passionate about it. But this video isn't even standing a chance of being seen. Like 10 years ago, I used to make a video and thousands of people would watch it. And now, very rarely are these videos even appearing on the pages. So there's all kinds of social changes happening to us. And health is a very big thing. It's like the responsibility for your health is being taken off you. And it's up to you to fight back and look after yourself. I'm not getting involved in all the things which are controversial. I'm just saying, you know, it's a beautiful gift to be alive. And you've got to make the most of it. And sticking this stuff in your mouth, some of these drugs will kill you. Have a look, have a read on the little bit of paper that comes with them. They will kill you. Some of these drugs, if you keep taking them, they'll kill you. And you don't want to do that. You want to enjoy your life. Have no sinus infection. Have no chest infection. Have more energy. Think clearer. All of this is possible to you. Yeah? So I know you watched this video about sinus infection. Yeah, well, good. That's good. Get rid of your sinus infection. But that's just the first step, or a stepping stone onto you being free, or freer of other people telling you what to stick in your mouth, other people telling you what to watch on the TV. You see what I'm saying? It's not just about sinus infection. That's easy, getting rid of sinus infection, and it's easy to stop it coming back. But it's about every day's a blessing. So you can breathe easier. You can feel better about yourself. You're in less pain. You feel better, yeah. And then you've learnt a little bit about Mother Nature. You think, wow, there's books on herbalism you can get, you know, there's so many videos on herbalism. There's some fantastic people out there, and they can show you how to go out into the wild and just and find herbs which will transform your health. It's amazing. So I would encourage you to do that. I would encourage you to do that. Okay? If there's any questions, there's below this webinar, there's some links. Get in touch and I'll help you, or at least I'll point you in the right direction, I hope. All right. So thanks for watching. And as I say, get in touch, or if you want the remedy sending out to you today, that's the sinus formula. Click the link below, we'll get it sent out, and it will work for you. It always does. All right. Bye for now. So I hope you liked this video and this webinar. I hope you found the information useful. Please use the information and you'll soon start to feel better. Now, could you do us a favour? Please subscribe so that the next time I put a video out, you'll automatically be informed. You know, we'll give you plenty of tips and plenty of advice to help you with this condition. Now, also, could you please click like? It helps us. And then the last thing is, if you've got something to say, any comment, positive or negative, please leave a message underneath this video. And also, if you know somebody who's got this condition or might benefit from watching this video, please share this with them or share this channel with them. We're here to help. Okay? Now, and also you can visit our websites. We've got a couple of websites. There's homeopathicremedyfinder.com or healthproductsbusiness.com. And there's plenty of information there. And if you want to get in touch, email me or leave us a message on the phone and we'll get back to you. All right. Thanks very much. Bye for now.